warm welcome to all of you. Dear students, today I am here with the part 12 of economic chapter number 3, poverty as a challenge. In the previous lecture, we had discussed targeted anti-poverty program by the government for the reduction of poverty. Government launched number of schemes, programs for reduction of poverty in our country. But the result of these programs have been mixed. One of the major reasons for the failure of such scheme is less effectiveness due to the proper implementation and right targeting. Friends, here we are discussing the topic why the result of these poverty reduction program are mixed. So number one is that lack of proper implementation and right targeting by this program. Schemes are there, but these schemes are not implemented properly, and even the benefits of such program are not enjoyed, are not got by deserving people. Number two, there has been a lot of overlapping of scheme. These programs are less effective due to the overlapping of these schemes. Many programs are launched by the government, but these programs are less effective because of lot of overlapping of these schemes. Number three, despite the good intention, benefit of these programs have not fully reached the deserving poor. The intention of the program to reduce the poverty, so we can say intention is very good, but the benefit of these programs are not fully reached to deserving poor. In rural area, these deserving poor are illiterate. Because of lack of education, they are not aware about such program, and due to this, they are not getting the benefits of this program. Number 4, lack of proper monitoring of these programs. Government launched number of scheme for the reduction of poverty, but these programs, these schemes are not properly monitored by the government. Government unaware about the benefit which deserving poor people are getting or not. So due to the lack of proper monitoring of these programs, deserving people are not getting the benefit. So we can say that one side government is launching number of scheme for reduction of poverty, but on the other hand it is responsibility of government to observe that the benefit of such schemes are reaching to the deserving poor or not. They are getting the benefit of these programs or not. Now the last topic of the chapter, the challenges ahead. Poverty has certainly declined in India, but despite the progress, poverty reduction remains India's most compelling challenge. We can observe reduction of poverty in our country, but despite this progress, poverty reduction remains India's compelling challenge because of number of reasons. Wide disparities in poverty are visible between rural and urban areas and among different states. Certain social and economic groups are more vulnerable to poverty. There is difference in percentage of poverty in different states of our country, as well as there is difference in poverty percentage in rural area and urban area. Even some social group, SC, ST, women, widows, elderly people, these group of people, handicapped people, these group of people are more vulnerable to poverty. Means we can observe more poverty in such groups. So poverty reduction is expected to make better progress in the next 10 to 15 years. This would be possible mainly due to the higher economic growth. We can expect poverty reduction in a better way in next 10 to 15 years because of higher economic growth in our country, increasing stress on universal free elementary education, government providing free and compulsory education, elementary education, to the children of our country. Even increasing empowerment of the women and economically weaker section of society. Government provide opportunity for the women and weaker section of the society. So because of it, we can expect better poverty reduction in next 10 to 15 years. The official definition of poverty, however, captures only limited part of what poverty really means to people. It is about minimum subsistence level of living rather than a reasonable level of living. Whatever definition of poverty we are getting, it is capture only limited part of the poverty, because it describes about minimum subsistence level of living rather than reasonable level of living. Many scholars advocate that we must broaden the concept into human poverty, because large number of people in our country, they are not able to feed themselves, they are not getting the education, they do not have shelter, they do not get health facilities, they do not have job securities, even they are not free from caste and gender discrimination. There is existence of child labor in Indian society. So because of all these, we can say that reduction of poverty in our country is most compelling challenge for the economy of our country. There are many reasons due to this poverty is high in our country. One such reason is unemployment. Unemployment is a sign of poverty, because of unemployment, person remain unemployed. When person is in position to work but not getting work due to the unemployment, so it is a clear loss of human resources. So if government want to reduce poverty from our country, first and most important measure for the government to create large number of opportunity of employment in our country for unemployed people. Another reason of poverty is child labor. Child labor is a situation where child is employed for earning money, and because of it, child labor is mentally, physically and socially dangerous and harmful for the children, because at the age of learning, these children are engaged in working. Because of doing work, child cannot be getting opportunity of education. So we can say that child labor is a reason of poverty. Even further we can add, it is not only the reason of poverty, it is the results of poverty. Another challenge, another reason for poverty in our country is illiteracy. Illiteracy is a condition where person is unable to read and write. And in country like India, illiteracy is a major problem of poverty. Because without education, these people, they have to engage in labor work. And in labor work, they are not able to earn enough. So we can say that unemployment, child labor, illiteracy, these are the reason of poverty in our country. So here, with the discussion of challenges ahead in the reduction of poverty, chapter number 3, poverty as a challenge, is over. Inshallah, we will meet again very soon with the revision of the chapter. Thank you very much.